Let's go down memory lane and think back to when we were in elementary school. Do you remember what it was like with computers? Probably not much. Probably not much. I remember that we would have to go to the single computer lab that we had in the school in order to do schoolwork as a class. Fast forward to now, we've got tons of access to computers. Teachers and students use them every day. But what about the future of schools? What will the future of schools look like? Technology now is changing faster and faster, and being able to keep up with it, anything is possible. We're moving closer and closer to a more texting and typing and moving away from handwriting. So what does this mean? Schools are going to become completely reliant on technology. Now I know you may be asking, are you saying that technology is going to take over teaching? I say no, although it is going to help teachers' jobs be much less stressful. While technology will help teachers, it will also help students. In a TED Talk in 2015 about the new technology that most, if not everyone, knows about, called virtual reality, Michael Boddicker talks about how he used virtual reality to create laboratories for science classes. He went on to say that he had an overwhelming positive reaction from his creation. He explains that he had done a study and found that there's a 76% increase in learning effectiveness compared to the traditional teaching method. So, if VR is such an effective way of learning, what other technologies are out there that we can create? We use computers and iPads all the time. Teachers bring iPads or computers into classrooms to use them. But I had thought and came up with something that actually sounds very simple, but yet will have a lot of impact. I had thought of touchscreen desks. Now these desks sound simple, but they've got a lot of tools for both students and teachers. For the teachers that are in the room, these desks are going to change the way that you teach. They're going to be able to help you. Let's say that you're teaching on something in the mid-1900s and you messed up a person's date, and now the students have to go and create a presentation, and some of them are confused. With these desks, you'll be able to go and easily be able to help the students. These desks are going to be connected to Watson. Now Watson is the computer that was in Jeopardy and won in 2011. With these desks being connected to Watson, the students will be able to go ahead and ask the desk questions, type into the desk questions, and Watson will be able to pull up information. Now at the same time, teachers are going to have an app that they can use to see which student is struggling. All three of these things will be talking to each other and helping the teacher and the student. Teaching is going to turn from a more one-size-fits-all to a more personalized education. It's going to be more one-on-one, teacher with student. For the students that are in the room, out front, with the app, the teachers will be controlling the desks. Just like how Mr. Kraft uses Land School to see what you students are doing, he's also going to be able to control and stop people from using the desks. Now, IBM, or the people who have created Watson, are also working on something that will help the students and the teachers. The teachers are going to be able to see what students are doing happen, and I thought, well, maybe we could just put them together as one instead of having all these different things. So students, at the same time, this may help teachers, but there's also going to be things that in the future are coming in the future. We slowly moved from textbooks to electronic textbooks. Electronic textbooks are going to be able to be more interactive. Now we just look at textbooks and see pictures and words. But imagine textbooks that have pictures that you can interact with, be able to learn and see how things work. While at the same time, you're working on something and the bell rings, you drop to save your stuff, but you have a tablet. You're able to set that tablet right on the desk and transfer everything onto the tablet, so you can have all your work with you right on that tablet. Now, this may come out 10, 15 years down the road. It won't affect us right now, but it's going to affect your kids. It's going to affect the future generations. I don't know if you've noticed something, but this technology is going to help everyone, from students to teachers. But it doesn't just stop there. It also goes on to where at home. I don't know about you, but I've had my parents have said to me sometimes that they don't know how to do some things like math because we're learning things that my parents haven't learned. And I had thought, well, I don't know about me. I don't want to say to my students or to my kids, I can't help you because I don't know what's going on. I think it's good that we know what happens in the future and that we're aware and we are able to help our